This is In My Lounge Room, and I'm your host, Skye.
And I'm your other host, Damo, and on this week's episode, we're discussing Judgement.
Do-do-do-do-do. Damo.
Hey, Skye, how you doing?
Wonderful.
That's good. Before we started recording, I looked at the date of the last recording, and it was 22nd of October.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a while back.
It is a while back. It's almost 2 months ago.
Do you think people have forgotten about us?
No, because people have gone, where's your podcast? And I'm, holy fuck. All right.
Did your microphone just...
No, I just went to move my boom arm and I realized that I had loosened the thing at the bottom. So when I went to lift it, instead of just adjusting the arm,
just lifted off.
I just lifted the whole thing off the desk. That's okay. Professionals. Yeah, so I did know it had been a really freaking long time.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So it's good to be back in the saddle. And yes, people do remember.
I know they remember. They ask.
Our listenership has obviously dropped dramatically.
Yeah.
But people are still listening. But it's obviously just new listeners.
Yeah.
Because when you look at it and you're like, oh, wow, those numbers are, whoa, they're low. But at the same time, you can go, that's actually encouraging because it means that people are still finding us. And so we've got like 60 odd episodes or whatever it is. So they're obviously listening to the old ones.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we wouldn't have any. Or are people re-listening? I don't think they are because people don't do that. No, you don't do that. I do. I've gone back and listened to our first couple of episodes
that's different.
from
Us
the
listening
beginning.
To And what would you say? You like listening to our originals?
I've made some notes.
Of course you have. And
mentally. But I was just I'll finish my train of thought, but it was which is odd. It's encouraging to see that there we're still getting people listening to the podcast, because you would think that if a podcast suddenly takes 2 months break, you wouldn't have any listeners. I mean, unless people are just catching up, because I do know people that I've introduced to the show in the last couple of months who have gone back to the beginning to listen to them.
So they've done a Skye?
Not jumped in randomly and just found ones they're interested in.
Which is what I'm still doing with like the dollop. And
that's fine. There's hundreds of episodes. I'm listening to a podcast called Confessions of the Idiots at the moment. It's fucking great. It's Australian guy, Sam Peterson, hosts it. Yep. And he has different guests on each week. They could be comedians. They could be like newsreaders, politicians, just like anyone. And he reads to them confessions that he's got off online from like Reddit or confessions websites and stuff. He reads them to the guests, and then they just sit there and talk about what fucking idiots these people are, because people confess some really fucked up things.
I love Reddit. People are so dumb.
Oh, Reddit is a cesspit of humanity, because you can be 100% anonymous on there.
I know.
You don't have to verify or do anything. You just make an account. Yeah. And unlike a lot of other, social media or posting platforms where you can, they have rules. Reddit doesn't have rules.
No.
You can do whatever you want.
I know.
You can say what you like, post what you want.
I love it. I can like Google or search on Reddit, this person on this reality TV show is so ugly. And then it's just conversations.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not that I ever would search that.
But no,
not that type of person.
Reddit's one of those places where you can go and make yourself feel good about yourself.
So, yeah.
Yeah, by just like, But anyway, are you hot?
No, so I have hit that age, Damo.
Oh, are you perimenopausal?
I am perimenopausal. And I've said to my sister, like, sometimes I'll just be like, Oh, I'm hot. Why am I hot?
And
then
we're
I'll be
not
fine
talking
again.
sexy.
No.
Sexy is a horrible word, but
It is a horrible word.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Ah.
and my sleep has gone to shit.
Okay.
So I'm about to like go and see a doctor and be like, give me all the hormones, please.
Yep.
I mean, obviously this is going to go on forever. This is like an 8-year process.
Yeah.
But it's just weird. It's
I
shit.
bet. Yeah, okay. Because I just did notice you're fanning yourself.
Yeah, it's awful. I was taking photos the other day at an assembly and suddenly I'm like, is it
I'll tell you what.
45 degrees?
You just stretch for a second.
Okay, stretch. What are you doing? Giving me a hand fan?
I'm getting you something. That's all right.
Okay. La, 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 la. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to stretch and fan myself and live in this wonderful world called perimenopause. It's awesome. I hate it. It's so unfair. What's that? Oh, okay. I've got a little like mini fan.
USB fan.
Cool. A USB fan. Awesome. Skye's. Poor Skye.
I can't turn the air conditioner on.
But no, that's fine. That will work. And you know what, though? In about 30 seconds, I'll be fine.
Yeah. Just try. This is excellent content.
Yeah, great. Hey.
Taking this new approach where I'm not going to bother editing unless I have to.
No, don't edit. This is just everyone seeing. That's great.
Is that better?
Yeah, it's great. Thanks.
Right.
This is just reality.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what you do when your friend has a hot flush. You provide them with a little USB desk fan. So here we go.
Okay.
But yeah, so I went back and listened to old episodes, and I can't get comfortable with this damn microphone. It's like we haven't done it for 2 months. I've been using my microphone for singing, which if I do it sitting up,
Yeah.
I sit up to get my diaphragm, open and free. So yeah, I did notice the sound quality was pretty shit. But apart from that, there's a few little. I think our temperament changed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
In what way?
I think we may have become a bit more cynical over time, or I have anyway. I've become
It's
a
been
little.
2 years, not 2 years. 2 years.
No, not quite.
Let's
it was
check.
2022, February 2022.
Oh,
I
that's
think we
pretty
started.
close to 2 years.
It's coming up on 2 years, yeah. But yeah, the way that we kind of spoke as well was a little bit, I don't know, like I'm a little bit more aggressive now. I think in the beginning I was a little bit more kind with my feedback. But there were episodes on there where we've just kind of gone, there's a switch on the back if you want to turn it off.
Yeah, I'm good now. See, I told you.
Okay, cool. But yeah, so there were times where we were kind of like, oh, that's not. But then it turned it up being, oh, you fucking idiots, people are shit, because they are. But just the kind of, yeah, you should go and have a listen.
Okay.
Because just the general flow, we've progressed, and I think we do much better.
That's
but it's
great.
always interesting to go back and listen to when we were fledgling podcasting
That's right.
peoples.
And now we're super experienced.
Oh, hell yes. So what's been going on in the last 2 months?
What's been going on? I've gone on a few dates.
Oh, yeah.
So I went off the apps.
Okay, so this is Skye's Gone Off the Apps, episode 6.
If not more. I went off the apps. And I remember messaging going, I'm happy being single.
What about singles pages? You on? You off? No?
I'm on
okay,
all of them, except for Perth single families, but that's different. It's more like support. Like I can say, like I've asked questions before anonymously about my ex or about the kids, but no, the rest of the pages totally off.
Yeah. You gotta love the anonymous post. You see that in fucking certain groups. I'm in, like food groups and stuff, where people are like just asking the dumbest questions, and they know they're dumb, so they put them as anonymous, and it's just like,
well, mine's more.
Don't ask dumb questions then.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Mine's more if people know my ex, then they'll go and report back because they're assholes.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Well, birds of a feather and all that.
Correct.
So, not that I'm calling your ex an asshole, but
no. Never.
Yeah, like and kind, as they say. That's cool. So have you had any positive, negative, indifferent experiences as such?
So I had 3 dates with the one guy.
Oh yeah.
And then he ghosted me.
the fuck?
Honestly, I don't know. I thought the third date went well, and he even said, yeah, I really want to catch up again. And then I messaged him saying, okay, just let me know when you want to. And then nothing.
I know we've done entire episodes on communication, but I feel very strongly about it. Like, you don't have to be good at it.
No.
You just have to do it.
Exactly.
And the other person, I don't know what people are afraid of. Like, do you think that it comes down to being afraid of the repercussions of being honest or open? Or
yeah, I think so. Like I shouldn't have to say, hey, I'm assuming from the fact I haven't heard from you for a week and a half that you don't want to catch up or that you're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I feel like I deserve like okay, we've gone on 3 dates. They seem to go quite well. There seemed to be like attraction and conversation, and it was great. And then, no.
Did you have sex?
Yes.
The last time?
Hey?
Was that the last time you saw him?
Yeah.
What's wrong with these men? Why didn't he just say, hey, I want sex?
No, but of the 3 times, it was twice. So it wasn't even the third time. So
right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can't even go like
we had sex and that was it.
And that was all he wanted because, well, it was obviously worth coming back for. So
Thanks, yeah. 7.
But yeah, because it becomes a God, it's almost a fucking trope, isn't it? Where like you'll meet someone, you get to know them, you have sex with them, and then you don't hear from them. And people either look at that 2 ways. One is that they didn't enjoy the sex.
Yeah.
Or 2, they got the sex.
Yes.
And rather than going, hey, by the way, I'm just interested in the sex, they now have to go through all the effort and game of getting sex somewhere else.
Right.
So they're going to do it again.
Yeah.
So like, wouldn't it be easier to communicate up front and go, hey, I want to get to know you, but that's secondary to having sex.
I would be fine with that.
Yeah, because then you go, yeah, cool, but I'm going to stay on these apps because I'm looking for a relationship.
Yeah.
But if I meet someone, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
And then the dude can go, sweet, whatever.
Yeah.
But pretending to then have sex and then pretending with someone else and then let's just stop the pretending part.
And yeah, if after that first time I hadn't heard from him, I'd been like, cool, yeah. But then we had a 3rd date, and it was good, like as in the conversation, everything. And then he was like, I'll see you again soon. And then he messaged me again, going, yeah, we'll catch up. He had a powerlifting competition, blah 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 blah, and then. Nothing.
Weird. He must have died. It's just so weird.
Yeah, I'm going with that.
I mean, I've had friends that I've had sex with before who that was initially the communication was, oh, let's get together. We've met online or whatever. We've had sex, and then we've gone, we're just going to be friends, right? And they're like, yeah, cool. And then after a while, you stop having sex with them. And you go on being normal humans who can talk to each other. There's really nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, we're delving into territory where, I mean, it's deep psychology of men.
Yeah.
Women probably do it too, but you're a woman, so we're talking about men.
Yeah.
Because that is predominantly who I know you're bisexual, but like that's who you've been dating. It seems like when they were growing up, did they not know how to ask for a second glass of cordial?
Apparently not. I don't know.
Regardless of whether they're going to get it or not.
Yeah.
Communicate, Mum, I'm still thirsty.
Yeah.
Can I have another glass of cordial? Well, no, you can have water.
Yeah.
But at least you asked. I mean, I don't know. That's a stupid analogy, but...
I don't know. I would just prefer honesty, like the guy that died, or he's in a basement or whatever, 6 date Johnny.
Yeah, but he literally died.
Yeah, well,
so
we're assuming he did.
We're assuming he did.
But yeah, like just say, I know this is communication, we've done it before, but I just feel like...
I don't think you can talk too much about communication, and that in itself sums it up, doesn't it? Yeah. You can't communicate about communication too much.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
So yeah, that was my fun experience, and that might have been when I went, fuck this, and then I went, actually, I'm back on again. I think it lasted 12 hours.
The sex.
No, the no dating app.
Because fuck that. Like, what were you on? Jesus Christ.
Amazing drugs. Yeah. No, the no dating apps. I think it lasted 12 hours.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd messaged me and told me you weren't on the apps. And my response was probably something like,
It was. Yeah.
I didn't even enter into the
I
conversation.
think you went, I support whatever you want to do, Skye.
Yes. Knowing full well that you'd come back and go, so I'm back on the apps.
Yeah.
But it's so funny because like I have female friends who are single on Facebook who will post things about their experiences on dating apps, and it's all the same. It's all the same. So like, do women talk to each other about this stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of my friends has just left her husband, and she's got little kids similar age to mine, and she's only just gone onto the dating apps, and it's really funny.
Yeah, but didn't this happen with your sister as well?
She just went on them and then went off them.
I say she's done.
She's done.
Because she had some shitty experiences.
Yeah, well, yes, really shitty.
Yeah.
And she's just not in a good place with her self-esteem.
So she went and got heaps of tattoos.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Really.
That's a form of therapy.
Yeah. Some really pretty ones.
Very pretty.
Yeah.
Very feminine. Actually, that makes it sound like she's got skulls and crossbones. She hasn't. She's got nice tattoos.
Yeah.
But yeah.
She's just gotten lots of little ones. She's got finger tattoos.
Yeah, and some of them face different directions.
They do face different directions.
Yes,
yeah.
and that's okay.
It's fine.
I'm actually going to get a new one soon.
What are you going to get?
I'm going to get my clan tartan.
Yes.
Obviously, surname's McKay or
Yes.
Mackay in the old country. So I'm going to get my tartan and my kilt pin.
Cool.
Right? And the kilt pin's pretty cool. It's like a sword because they all are kind of, because they're like they pin your kilt together.
Yep.
It's like a sword with the family. It's like the motto, not the family crest. The crest is what goes on your shield, but you have like the motto, which is Mano e Forte, which means strength with a fist or strength in a fist or something like that. And it's got a fist upright like this, like, forearm straight up and down. I'm just so people know what I'm doing, as if you're holding a dagger straight up. So your arms to the side. And then there's like ropes around it. So I could probably just show you a photo because I've got a photo on my phone. But so in consultation with a tattoo artist, I discussed the possibility of like having a swath. Is that the right word? A swatch.
Swatch.
Yep. Swath.
I was like, what's a swath?
A swath is something. We could Google that.
Let's Google that shit.
Yeah, you Google that shit while I look for a photo. But it's having like a swatch, like a piece of cloth on my arm with the pin going through it.
Okay.
And he was like, well, why don't you incorporate like it into your skin?
Oh.
So like you could have it pinned to your skin.
Yes.
Right?
Very cool.
Like the pin is pinning it to your flesh. And then we went one step further and it was like, why not have a skin tear with the tartan inside the wound?
Yes.
And the pin holding the wound together.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah,
It's very cool. Sorry, swath is a line or ridge of grass, grain, or the like.
Okay then. That's not what I was oh my God, I just opened up my phone and there's a picture here. I'm just going to show you, right? And I thought to myself, why is there a big penis on my... It's not a penis. It's my finger with a scratch because my cat scratched me today down there.
Jesus,
so
that's an impressive scratch.
But in there...
It does look.
It looks like there's a penis. So you got to be careful opening my phone and showing people photos because, like, is that a big skinny penis? No, it's a finger. It's legitimately a finger. Oh my God, I need to tell you a penis story.
Okay.
So that sounds bad, doesn't it?
A little.
I'm going to tell you a story about a penis.
Okay.
There's a story about a man's penis. All right, so that's the tartan.
Yes.
Okay, so Google McKay tartan if you want to see the colour. And then that's the kilt pin.
Cool. Very cool.
And so probably here because, you wear your heart on your sleeve.
do.
I don't really like chest tattoos because I'm really hairy and I don't like that whole hair under tattoos under hair thing.
Yeah.
Looks weird. If I wasn't hairy, definitely tattoos.
Yeah. So going with the arm.
Or on my face.
That'd be really nice.
Or
You
the
should do that.
Back of my hand.
The back of
But-
your hand.
yeah,
So
but,
cool. I think your face.
Yeah.
Go your face.
Right there.
Yeah.
And then get like fuck written on the other
Yes,
side.
do it. And a tear.
Yeah. But no, like I was thinking like on my arm or on the inside of my bicep.
Yep.
Like-
I would say outside.
Yeah, probably like where this
Yeah.
one is. But I don't want to get it too big because I don't want to spend too much money. But
It's so expensive.
But yeah, so that's what I'm doing.
Cool.
Penis.
Okay, go.
Okay, so that was very much like a verbal dick pic.
Yeah.
Like just randomly throwing the word penis
yeah.
into conversation. So I know someone who went on some dates. I'm not going to tell their story
Okay.
because they've asked me not to tell.
Okay.
There's a big lengthy story that they've gone through some drama and they told me and they said, please don't say this on your podcast. So
Okay.
I'm not. However, the man involved had a legitimate micro penis. I've never met anyone with a micro
Haven't
penis
you?
that I know of, and I've never seen one in real life.
Oh.
But I've heard about them, and she told me because I'm like when she said, "Oh, it was me," I was having drinks with her
Yeah.
and another female friend of hers, and she said that he had a really small penis, and I'm like. The other girl and I are like, oh, I'm like, what are you talking? Like, like a finger.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, the first knuckle on your thumb.
I'll tell you my story after.
Blew my mind.
Oh, really?
Blew my mind.
Really?
And yeah, I just can't comprehend that. Like that much. Like a little, and I went, was it like a chode? Was it thick? She's like, no, it was just a little tiny knob thing.
Yeah.
And then they went into all the, like the girls then had conversations about what the hell did you suck it?
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, for about 2 minutes and it was grossing me out.
Yeah.
Like, it was just weird.
It is
I
like
couldn't
a little
I couldn't enjoy it. And then
alien.
she's like, but he had kids. Like, yeah, but you don't need too much penetration to be
No.
able to have children. But yeah, she's just like, yeah, so yeah, you had a really small penis. And I'm just like, wow. I think I was just privy to a conversation between women. But I don't hear that kind of thing.
No.
And so, like, when a woman's telling another woman and me about this micro penis, I'm just like, my mind was blown. Yeah.
Yeah. So my experience with that was when I was living in a backpackers and I was quite young.
Oh. We all know about the backpackers era, Skye. It's okay. I'm sure that you came across many varied penises. So tell us about this
Yeah, I certainly
one.
did. So anyway, there was two guys who were friends and they were very nice to me and we were hanging out. And then they were like, let's have a threesome. I was like, I'm not interested in that. They were like, well, choose. And I was like, okay.
Did you flip a coin or did you just go for the guy with the best biceps?
I
Or
can't remember how I chose because they were both good looking, cute, like young. So I think
you went
I
with the
just
tall one, didn't you? You thought that'd be.
I can't even remember. I think I
Sorry,
might have
I'm
gone
just
with the
going on
brunette.
that trope
I
of
can't even
women
remember.
like and tall men.
Yeah, no, I did not go with. I think they were similar sizes. They were both from Manchester.
Doesn't sound like they were, but
well,
go on.
no. Anyway, so I think I just went, you, and just and then so he was like, yeah, and his friend was like, oh, and then I regretted that.
So was it like first knuckle on the
It
thumb?
was ridiculous.
Fuck.
It was really
What was his confidence level like?
amazing, very confident,
Ah.
like very.
I'm assuming that he had other things going for him.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Yeah,
like
good.
but
Yeah.
I just remember going, oh, I don't know what to do with this.
Yeah, it's kind of like without getting into too much graphic detail. But yeah, it is more about you go, what do I do with this?
Yeah.
Less so than him going, what do I do? Because
Yeah.
he knows he's got a small
Yeah.
penis. He knows what to do. It's like the Marvel superhero Daredevil.
Yeah.
He's blind. So his other senses are heightened. Heightened. I assume it's the same for men with micropenises. Like,
Yeah.
there are other
They compensate.
They which is good because
it's
if
great.
you weren't,
Yeah.
yeah.
But also, wow.
But it's also kind of like, it makes me think of that analogy when they say, it's not the size of the man in the fight, or the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. I'm like, that's all well and good, but what if the big dog has an equal amount of fight in him as the small dog? The big dog's gonna win.
Totally.
Which is why very large men don't do jiu-jitsu.
Yes.
Because very large men, we're talking like, men who are like 6'5" and 130
like
kilos.
The mountain.
They don't do jiu-jitsu
No.
because they break people.
Yeah, kill.
They don't, because jiu-jitsu is a sport
Kill.
and there's a limit. Like the UFC, their weight limit's 165 kilos. You can't be heavier than that. So people like Brock Lesnar and these massive dudes have to make sure they're below that weight. I think it's 165, which is a huge weight.
Still huge.
Speaking of,
Yes.
Brian Shaw
Yes.
is learning MMA.
Oh, really?
Because he's retired from strongman about 3 months ago when he won his own competition.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Strongest man on earth.
So he's going to have to lose a lot of weight, yeah?
Well, he has. He's cut down, but he's not in the UFC. The UFC has those rules. Now, Brian Shaw's 200 kilos, even when he's shredded. When he's strongman weight, he's like 230 kilos because he's 6'9". He's freaking massive. But so he's been training MMA and he's truly the most frightening thing I've ever seen. A man that big should not have those skills.
No.
He's doing like, they have like a training pad. He's dropping elbows. You're not allowed to do 12 to 6 elbows, which is down from the top like that, like you're pulling on a horn, like stopping the bus. But you're allowed to do forward elbows.
Oh, that's okay.
So if someone's on the ground in front of you, ground and pound, you can drop an elbow forwards.
Nice. And break their...
And he's doing it with this training thing. And he's just kind of like, he doesn't have to swing. All he has to do is put his weight behind it because he's 200 kilos.
I wouldn't be competing against him.
It's crazy. So what he's doing is, it's actually him, Eddie Hall, Martin Ford.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
And Mitchell Hooper, who is the
big
current
boys.
world's strongest man. These are all very, very big men.
Yeah.
And in February, they're having a 4-way tournament.
Hilarious.
So Eddie's farting.
Oh.
Eddie is farting Mitchell Hooper. So Eddie's fighting Mitchell Hooper, who's 27 and the current world's strongest man, or 28 or whatever he is.
He's young.
Yeah. But he's also like, he's a professional, what is he called? He's a clinical physiologist or something.
That's pretty cool.
He's a body scientist.
He knows shit.
He knows shit, and that's why he can be world's strongest man despite not being the mountain size or the Stoltzman brothers size.
Because he knows shit.
Because he knows shit about the body and he uses
more
science.
More than the most person.
Yes.
More than the most person.
More than the Does he know shit about speaking English? Because he could help us out.
Probably.
And Brian Shaw.
More than the most person.
Brian Shaw is fighting Martin Ford, and then the winner of each of those goes against each other.
Cool.
So Martin Ford has fighting experience. He has MMA experience. Brian Shaw's been training for a little while, but Brian Shaw is Brian Shaw. But yeah, big men have to fight big men. So it'd be interesting. But you can't. His training videos, it's just frightening.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Crazy.
Off track.
Okay, that's fine. So some sad news though. You know The Mountain. So I follow him and his wife on Instagram.
So he's back into strongman as well.
Yeah, but they were pregnant with their second child and then they lost it. I think it was about 22 weeks.
And she's about 5'2", right?
Tiny.
Yeah.
She's Canadian.
He's 6'8".
Yes, so funny. But so they put this quite full on post up, just being like, this is our baby, and like a full photo of the baby.
Deceased baby. Yep.
Yeah. And it was really sad. But I thought very brave. And also people need to be aware of things like this.
Well, yeah, it's
the
real.
comments were disgusting.
In what way?
Oh, how dare you put a dead baby. I mean, now with Gaza and everything, obviously, like we're seeing heaps of stuff. But at the time, they were like, we don't need to see that. You obviously just want attention for your dead baby. Just awful things.
Oh, shut up.
People are assholes.
No, it's called bringing awareness.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think that, I mean, it's been probably the last 20 years we see dead bodies on the news. It's normal these days, but that doesn't mean that you don't become desensitized to it, but it's a reality that we need to see, especially when it comes to war. But when it comes to something like that, like it is part of education. And like I've got an ex who lost a baby, was born and then died within 24 hours. And she got photos with her deceased baby.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
It's beautiful.
So, like, are you going to criticize her because she wanted to have memories with her baby?
Yeah.
Like,
I thought it was super brave. And like there's talk all the time, like I've had 2 miscarriages, about talking about it. And that's what they say, if you can announce your pregnancy before the 12 weeks, because when you do miscarry, you're bringing awareness that this happens, and we're not hiding it. We're not scared. We can mourn.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. It's the internet, though. It's full of fucking trolls and
so many
fuckwits.
assholes.
So that's a great segue, actually.
Thanks.
Mentioning the I didn't plan that. Like we're freaking look at the professionals.
We are such professionals.
So it brings me to judgment of others based on the very little that you know about them, or one particular thing, or one aspect of their life, or something that you view externally, and that is one of them. Judgment of those two people who are a loving couple, who love their child, who want to share with the world. This is what happened. Maybe I don't know the full story, but if it's to do with like a particular disorder or disease or something.
I think it was just they were having a normal pregnancy. Suddenly there was less movement. Baby died.
Yep.
So sad.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a thing that happens, but people are going to judge them. But we had a couple of chats about judgment. People will judge you for the clothes you wear.
Yeah.
People will judge you for the company you keep. People will judge you for the car you drive.
Yeah.
The job you have.
Absolutely. About
various
anything.
things. Bringing it back to your recent experiences with dating, because you didn't finish telling your stories, do you feel that comes into play a lot more when it's dating, I did air quotes, versus
like salt?
Yeah.
When Damo served me dinner and he goes, do you want I was having broccoli, and he's like, do you want salt with that? And he did air quotes. I was like, why are you doing inverted commas for salt? I thought, is salt mean cocaine on your broccoli? Because
rat poison.
I'm keen.
Would you like some salt? No, because I was talking about flavor, and I meant like flavor, salt for flavor.
Yeah, it's okay.
There's actually a Viva La Dirt League sketch about inappropriately using air quotes.
Oh, people do it all the time.
It's fucking funny. But yeah, so how prevalent is it then that fuck English is great?
Amazing.
That
I'll tell you how prevalent. So on Hinge, right? I have a lot of younger men message and try and match with me.
Okay,
right?
So when we say younger, are we talking 10 years or more?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm talking 19.
Ooh.
Yes. Obviously, I don't match with them, just so we're clear.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, I know. Like, my oldest is almost 11.
That's
you know what I mean?
fucking weird.
It's gross.
Man.
Anyway,
Well,
I could be their
children.
mother.
Well, you could be, but like
19 is
19-year-old
very
boys
young.
are fucking children.
Yes, they are.
Even women, like I know that women are a lot more mature than men, but even women, 19's a bit.
They're babies.
It's a bit 19.
I know.
A 21-year-old woman and a 21-year-old man, you could probably go, well, the 21-year-old woman is a bit of a grown-up. 19-year-old and a 21-year-old man are no different.
No.
But sometimes
Even so, they're still young.
sometimes a 30-year-old man and a 19-year-old man, boy, are the same. But yeah, 19 in anyone's language when you are over 35.
Thanks.
Like,
we all know I'm 42.
I
It's
know,
fine.
but I was just
But
saying
thank you.
over.
Yes.
That is fucked up. But sorry, where does the judgment come in?
Okay, so the judgment comes in that every young person, man, who likes me does it because they're making the assumption as a single mum, because I say I'm a single mum, that I'm a cougar, that I want sex.
Okay.
Not all,
Yeah.
but a lot.
Cougar is just a very broad term for
An
older
older
woman
woman.
who dates a younger man.
Yeah.
Unlike spinster, which only applies until you're 26.
Oh.
Above 26, it's called a thornback.
Yeah, fuck that.
Right? So if you're if you're an unmarried woman, and we're
Yeah.
talking never been married,
okay.
So if you're an unmarried woman, up until the age of 26, you're a spinster, which
Okay.
is why you have your bachelors and spinsters
Ah.
balls, right? So that, whereas a bachelor doesn't change. You're a bachelor all your
Forever.
whole life.
Yeah.
But women, you're a spinster until you're 26. Then from 26 to 35, you're a thornback.
What happens after?
Old maid.
Yuck. A crone.
These are things. This was, these are terms that were come up with, when a woman was supposed to basically start making babies
Yeah.
when she was old enough to produce eggs.
Yeah.
Which means 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some younger. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So
Sorry.
there's
Yeah.
definitely
Go ahead, old maid. You're not an old maid. You've been married.
Oh, okay. So what
Yeah.
am I? A crone.
A divorcee.
Oh, I like
What's
that.
a crone?
An old lady.
Is it? I thought it was a
So-
disease that
no,
affects your
so
immune
in-
system.
So I used
It
to
is,
do
but-
marketing for this group called Wild Tribe? Yeah, Wild Tribe. WYLD.
Is crone gendered though?
It's a female.
Is
so
it?
you're the maid, then you're the mother, then you're the crone. I'm not even kidding.
I'm Googling it, but carry on.
So basically,
This is going to be the longest episode we've ever done, by the way, because we haven't seen each other for fucking months. So we're talking and talking. Okay. I'm going to just stop you there. So a crone is not just an old woman.
Oh.
It is specifically an ugly old woman.
Oh,
So
okay.
please take that back. And if
Okay.
you refer to yourself as a crone, we're going to have a talk about self-esteem.
Okay, I'm not a crone then.
No.
I'm a divorcee because I am
You
now
are.
divorced.
You're a divorcee.
Whoop,
Congratulations. Yeah.
whoop. Yeah. Happened a month ago. I got an email from the courts. And it's like, and I'm like, on a Sunday.
So
and I'm
hang
like,
on.
Yeah.
That make you a like a self-enforced widow?
Oh,
Like, yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or that be because if you murdered your husband?
Oh, if only. Yeah, so I got the email from the courts going, you're divorced. I was like, on a Sunday. Obviously, it's just an automated system.
Yeah.
But yeah. But it was a good Sunday.
Or some clerk is getting paid fuck all to send
Yeah.
emails on a Sunday. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was a good feeling. It was a
Yeah.
great feeling.
Did you have a cake?
No, I haven't even done a proper celebration.
We got to have like a divorce
Yes.
party.
Yes, I need
like
to have a divorce party.
burn an effigy
Yes,
and shit. Yeah.
let's do it. Woo!
Sage your house.
Oh,
and all
whatever.
that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Well, I don't even think I have any of his clothes. So
How did we get onto this?
I don't know. Crone.
Crones, old maids, backwards
anyway.
spinsters, young men,
Yeah.
cougars. Young men think she's on here because she wants to bang.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
when a young guy says hi or matches with me, which is very rare, but sometimes
Can
it
I
happens.
just ask though?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm tangent demo in,
Sure.
in effect. In the house. So lit fam. Bet.
Bad.
Jesus Christ.
You're not going to edit any of this.
I'm not. No.
Hilarious.
I cannot be bothered with that
Fuck
anymore. It's
that.
like we start, we finish, we make sure we don't say anything inappropriate. If we accidentally do, I'll beep it.
Cool.
Matching with 19-year-olds. How does that happen,
just so we're clear
Skye?
that I haven't. But what happens?
So how did they message you,
no,
Skye?
those ones haven't. No, but on Hinge, your likes come up.
Right.
So this guy, he is 28. 28. That's okay.
Yeah, but how? But okay. So I
So then
haven't
my
used
option
Hinge.
is I can then like him, and then we've matched.
Yeah, I know how that
Oh.
works, but how is if you're?
Oh no, the 19-year-olds I'm not liking. I'm obviously going big X.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can we just go back a bit then?
Sure.
All right, because I was under the impression that your
no, I'm not that disgusting.
the train of thought that we were on involved the train of thought that I was on anyway, which was obviously wrong. Involved the assumption that men or boys of 19 were actually approaching you for sex.
I mean, they easily would be if I matched with them, but I
Yeah.
don't.
So is it like
They would not be wanting a relationship with me.
oh, probably not. No, definitely not.
They would assume that I'm very experienced and can
Yeah.
give them amazing pleasure.
Sure. Or, make them their cereal and, let
Yeah.
them watch their cartoons
Yeah.
because they've got a fetish about it. Like
That
they
too.
might have a mummy kink.
Either,
Who
either.
knows? You probably make money out of that though.
Oh my God.
But it's so I'm struggling now because I'm just thinking about these 19-year-old boys
Liking me.
liking
It's
you.
gross.
So is it like, because I haven't used dating apps for a long time, so is it like Tinder where if you pay for it, you can see who's liked you?
No, Hinge allows you. So right now I've got 6 likes, right?
Yeah, and it lets you see who they are?
Yep. So this guy,
Oh, okay.
he likes me.
Yeah.
So
he looks like a skateboarder I follow. But anyway,
I don't
he's
think
not.
No. So anyway, so he's 28. So I'm choosing no. So the next guy, Andre, he is 29. See, they're all very
They
young.
might actually. But okay, maybe it's like because I've dated younger women, and the reason
long-term
is
relationship.
Yeah, and the reason is because men their own age is shit, so they date older men to get someone who's stable, who can give them emotional support. Well, the assumption is not most of us can, but that's one of those things. Is like, well, I've sick of men my own age.
This guy, 22. 22.
Is he a fireman? Yeah. Fucking get on that.
Yeah. Oh, he's cute. No, he's not. He's young.
Show me.
No,
Give me
he's
your
not
phone.
that cute. He's young. Check him out.
Okay,
He's
so you know
young.
what we're doing? We're judging people.
Yeah.
Why is there a photo of a woman? Oh, he liked your photo.
You like
Okay,
Why is
where-
there a- Do you know how to use
Which
Hinge?
one is he? Oh, there
Well,
he is.
yeah.
Oh my God.
He's so young.
Is he in the Southern River Band? Okay. Holy
He's
fuck.
very young.
Okay. I'm going to read out, and I'm not sure if you've scrolled this
I haven't.
far. All right.
I just
first,
saw him.
First of all, I'm going to show you this cool picture of him.
Oh, so cool.
He's got long curly hair, and he's wearing a hat. He's got a weird shit-eating moustache. He
Yeah.
drives a fucking
He's young.
Whoa.
He's so young.
He's a farm guy. He's got a Land Cruiser.
Yeah. And he's a
So would you
fireman.
like to know what? Okay, so I'm going to read. This is okay. So Judgement at the moment. I think this is more fun. But anyway, so we're going to judge this young man.
Okay.
Yeah, he lives in the country. What the fuck? I'm not going to say where.
No, don't say where.
I'm going to show you where. Can you read that from there?
Where is it?
Right there, I think.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good 2-hour drive.
Yeah.
How wide is? Oh, you're in the bush yourself. You can't be. Yeah, if you only put your radius to small, you're only. Gonna
I do
get
100
locals.
Ks, but
That's
now
fine.
I'm here, so it's gone to 100 Ks.
He might come to the city. Oh,
Maybe.
this only just happened.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna read his things. My uniform. It's a picture of him and two of his mates with button-up shirts holding beers.
Cool.
They've all got moustaches.
They do. It's a thing with the young'uns.
Are you a dog person? Because, and there's a photo of him with a dog. Cool.
I'm shocked.
Let's make sure we're on the same page about. That's a prompt. And he says, having a pet goat that is besties with my pup. Oh,
That's
if it wasn't for him being 22, he's doing well.
Yeah, he's actually giving answers.
So he's a volley. He's not a full-time fiery because of where he lives. They don't have full-time fires. So he's a volley. So but that's fine. That's
still cool.
Yeah, that's what I did. It's still cool. So the moment I knew my modelling career was over, hey, to this, if you listen to this program, this person, we're really sorry, but maybe take some feedback and don't hit up women that are older than you. I'm going to get to the point in a minute and you're going to understand why I'm saying this. The way to win me over is playing with my hair, and he's got a little emoji, a hand in front of his face, like shy. And then he says the pet goat thing, and then he's got a picture there. Would you like to know what his unusual skills are?
I don't know, something to do with his tongue or something?
So far, he's been like, oh, yeah, this is me, fun,
Yeah,
I'm into dogs, I've got a
cute,
pet goat, yeah, ha, 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 ha. Unusual skills, being able to find the clit.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, fuck off.
And he's got a little emoji of an olive.
Oh, my God, are you
Sorry,
serious?
my friend, but it's not an olive.
No.
It's a wishbone.
Yep. But also, like, really?
Like, bro. And then that's
Bruh.
followed up by that photo without any shirt.
So until then he was doing well. And
He was, yeah, man. And then he just went, I'm 22. Yeah. Like, my friend, that's the kind of thing that's going to get you judged, and you goddamn deserve it. Because right now, what do we think about this guy?
He's a
Fucking
loser.
cretin.
Yeah.
Like, women don't want to hear that, man.
No.
They might like you showing them that. That's cool. Like, you know, then they go, oh, well, he knows what he's doing. Points. But you don't say that. No. Oh, so, you know, what are you into? Oh, you know, I'm pretty good at, you know, macrame is a good thing I do. I like to barbecue. I'm excellent at finding clits. I like, excuse me, what?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm good at clit. I'm good at finding clits, yeah.
I'm good at clit.
I'm good at the clit, yeah. So,
Honestly.
you know, like, you know, so obviously.
So we're judging him.
We are.
And that's fine because.
But we're judging him on that one thing, and this is my point. Whether that judgment's valid or not, we now, because of that one thing, everything else, he looked like he's close with his friends.
Yeah.
He might be a farmer
volunteer.
who knows. He's a volunteer. He's got good sense of community
funny.
duty. He's a bit funny. He's got jokes about his
terrible
goat.
Moustache.
Yeah, you know, but like you
he's
said, he's a
young.
child.
Yeah.
But then he suddenly goes into, better go find the clip. But I can find the clip. Does that make you like, just like, oh, fuck, get a mop?
Yeah,
Fucking
totally.
hell, mate.
Yeah.
Fucking manly.
So gross.
So
yeah.
maybe judgment's good
Yeah.
in some areas.
I
mean,
think so.
judging someone because, like, I don't know, like I drive a fast car. I like going fast. But people go, oh, you're a car guy. Nah. I like speed.
Yeah.
Going fast, it's good. Being on aeroplanes, that when you take off,
it's the best.
It's fucking
best.
mint. You go from 0 to 700
Amazing.
kilometers an hour in very short period of time.
Yep.
Fucking great.
That's why I like speed slides as well.
Yeah,
Speed slides, yes.
for sure.
So did I tell you when I went to the Royal Show with the boys? So we went with my sister and her boys and my mum. Anyway, you know the water one?
This just triggered a bad memory from the Royal Show this year, but I'll get into it. But go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you know the water one?
The water one.
The where you go on water and then you go down. It's like a roller coaster on water. What? What?
No, just a water roller coaster. Like a log ride type thing? Yeah, I know
ride.
the one.
Okay,
yeah,
thanks.
I just like you to describe it. Like, you know, when you go down and you're on the water? Like, you know, like the water one? It's
Shut up.
Yeah,
Okay. Right. So the vlog one.
Yes.
Yeah.
With the water. Yes.
Yeah, with the water.
It's like
So-
a big slide that goes around. It's the roller
So you
coaster,
go,
but without
la, la.
chains. It's just the boat
just water.
floating in the water. Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, so the boys were like, yes, let's do it. My little boys, my 7 and 10-year-olds,
Yep.
right? Anyway, so we get on there, we're going, and then we start going up, and then Joshua's like, oh, like, we got to go down. I'm like, yeah.
That's how roller coasters work,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. He's like, oh. Anyway, so we go like fast. It was fucking awesome. It was great. Anyway, we do it, and then there's the next one that's higher. And Joshua's like, I don't want to do that. I'm like, well,
Well-
we've got no option, mate.
We're in here now.
He goes, oh, I don't want to. I'm like, well, we're going up this one. I said it'll be done in 10 seconds. Anyway, so then it was amazing.
Just close your eyes, bro.
Yeah. And yeah.
Yeah. So speaking of show rides,
Yeah.
I was tempted by the slingshot because
Why?
because it goes really fast.
Yeah, it looks awful. It looks awful.
That's my jam.
No, I like fast, but not vomit.
I didn't go on any rides
Okay.
because I didn't want to leave a 11-year-old, well, 12-year-old girl, I forget she's older,
I know.
standing there in a room, a crowd of 50,000 people
No.
holding on to my bags
No
and
way.
things, and
No.
like while I'm flying in the air. I'm not a helicopter parent, but
You're
I
just safe.
believe in safety. Yep. But I stood there and watched it for a while. Plus, I love those videos of people on them, and they're just. And then
The
they
best.
pass out and shit, and then they
Yeah.
wake up and scream again. And
That's
it's
great.
fucking great.
I would totally happen. That would happen to me. I'd pass out.
Fucking love it. But I was watching it, and it was something like most rides were $10 or $15, right? And they might go for 30 seconds to a minute
Yep.
or more, depending on the ride. But you're getting a minute of
Yeah,
fun. You know?
fun.
Like the chairlift thing was like 3 minutes. Not chairlift, the spinning
the
one.
swinging one. Yeah.
The really fast one. It went for like 3 minutes.
Oh, that looks full on.
And that was Billy's favorite. And I'm like, cool, that's value for money. Get
Yeah.
up there and go fast.
For as long as you
Rad.
want. Yeah.
But then I'm watching the slingshot. It was $45. Right?
What?
Yeah.
Is that because you might die or?
I don't know. I'm pretty
Wow.
sure it was $45.
$45.
It was 45 or 30. It was a lot of money.
Anyway, it's a lot.
It was many dollars.
For how long? Like 10 seconds?
Yeah.
But as long as it's slingshots.
Yeah. So let's say the actual slingshotty part might be less than 10 seconds. It might be
Yeah.
5 to 8 seconds because you go boing, doing, doing. So that might even be 3 or 4 seconds. And then the rest of it is them pulling you down again, locking the thing in, and the next people getting in.
No,
Most of the ride is getting in and getting off.
out. Yeah, no
and
thanks.
then if you pay another $25, you can get a video of you on the ride.
So
And I'm standing there watching, and I'm like, okay, there's 40 people in line. Fuck me.
yeah.
The amount of money. And I'm looking
That
at this
one is
machine
making-
going, that can't be costing that much money to run this thing because it's all pneumatic, as in
Yeah.
like has these big springs. They raise the big things up.
and then
Or my
boing.
hydraulics, sorry. They
Yeah.
raise the big things up, stretches the bungee cords out on this. They got these big springs, not
And then off
bungee
they
cords,
go.
but they're big strings that stretches out the springs, and then they let it go, and they go boing, 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 boing.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, fucking hell, these carnies are making
Yeah.
bank.
So much money. Yeah.
But they're also only doing it like,
Every
they do it for a week.
Yeah.
They might be making $10,000 a day, but you don't know how many carnies they're paying.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
how much crack they need to buy.
wow, probably a lot. Yeah.
Because them carnies are some scary
Oh fuck,
folk,
they scare me.
dude.
I know.
But yeah, so anyway, I was at the Royal Show, and I don't want to. So let's swing back around to Judgment.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to cast too much judgment.
Let's
But
cast a lot.
I have a work colleague who's been on long-term sick leave.
Oh,
We're talking like
yes.
6 months, right? Because they have, and I'm going to say they because I don't want to gender identify them.
Sure.
So they've got obviously some serious
Injury?
issue from
Yep.
preventing them. Well, not an injury. It could be anything. I don't know. I'm not privy to that. I
Yeah.
don't work in HR. But either way, they don't come.
Something.
They don't come to work, and they've been given open-ended sick. Well,
Okay.
leave. I'm sure it's on leave without pay, but they're open-ended. We are really struggling. We are under-resourced. We need manpower to manage what we're doing. I have a highly stressful, intense job to do. And we're all sharing the workload because this person isn't there. So I'm at the Royal Show and walking along, waiting for Billy to come out of the toilet, and lo and behold, this person walking through the crowd carrying some show bags at the Royal Show.
Seemed fine?
It made me think maybe their issues a psychological thing. Maybe they're having trauma, or maybe they're having some sort of like emotional breakdown, and they needed to be at the show as part of their treatment for themselves.
Sure.
I don't know, but it didn't make me feel real good.
I bet.
Because I was looking at them, judging them hard, going, fuck you. You can't even work from home.
Right.
Like, you're capable of coming to the Royal Show for a day.
Carrying show bags.
And carrying show bags. Clearly not just like, you're not in a wheelchair.
No.
But I'm looking at them, and they didn't see me. I kind of made sure of it because I'm just going to be angry.
Yeah.
But I had to like talk myself down a bit and go, don't judge them. They may have a legitimate reason why they can't work. But like I said, you can do our job from home.
Yeah.
All you need is an internet connection.
Yeah.
I mean, unless it's building roads.
Or being a nurse or doctor or something.
Or a shearer. Or
something.
Well, a
that
train
requires
driver.
You to touch something or touch people.
Or use, be actually on site. But yeah, for those of us who work in offices or do like a computer-based thing.
We can do our job from home.
We can do it because COVID made it so.
Oh,
yeah.
I love COVID for that reason. Like
Proved
when the boys
to us
are
all.
sick, I can work from home while they're sick.
It proved to us all that this is something we could have been doing for a long time. I don't like it because I feel unproductive.
I agree.
And I also, I don't like, because of the nature of my work, I don't like taking the mojo from my job into my private space. Like, this is my safe place. And I don't like the feeling of finishing work and then still being where I did the work.
Yeah.
It's nice to walk out the door and leave it behind.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been like sort of those online psychologists. You know how there's a lot of them these days and they work from home.
Okay,
and so they're doing like tele-psych and they're at home.
Like Better Health and things like that. There's subscription services.
Even like, so Joshua's seeing a psych and at the moment we're going to see her, but there is the option, because she's in Freo, to move to tele once they've got a bit more of a rapport.
Yep.
She does it from her office, but I know some don't. They do it from home.
I mean, is it necessary to have personal contact with people?
I think at the moment with him, because they play, like they'll touch toys and they'll like play with Play-Doh while they're chatting. Yes, but he's in a couple of more sessions. I think he'll be confident, like he'll trust her enough.
Yeah.
But would you want to be a psychologist and be sitting here dealing with a lot of shit and then...
Yeah, that'd fuck with me.
Yeah, right?
I mean...
A lot do it.
I'm pretty good at separating work from home, but if you're working in home and some of the things you have to deal with, then it becomes hard. But yeah, I mean, that's another kind of judgment that we have, is people's ability to do things based on that little part, and that's what it comes down to. And I know that we've been super vague about judgment in this episode, and we did
really
make it
have.
the topic, but I think it covers a lot of things. Is that like you can form, you can form an opinion of someone by that little external thing, versus getting to know someone, knowing all about them, and then kind of making a judgment based on a holistic impression.
So I've changed my social media focus recently to be very much about...
Well, we're not friends on Facebook. So.
Oh, no, I've started adding people again now, so you'll be returned.
Okay.
No, on Instagram.
Because I noticed that, like...
Oh, shit, I better do it now.
I don't care, whatever. When I post something, I don't post on Facebook. I only post on Instagram. But because they're linked, the things I post on Instagram end up on Facebook. So it's always photos of me cooking and stuff. And it's always funny because you only ever comment on Instagram.
Mm.
And I'm like, oh, no one comments on Instagram. Oh, it's because that's the only way that we're connected on social media. But
Correct.
I don't have a problem with that.
Okay, thanks. Thanks so much.
But that's another place people get judged is like on social media.
Yes. Yes. Well, that's what I was going to say. So I basically put up posts these days that are, well, some of them call out misogynists, some of them call out idiots. And basically my whole point of my
Oh, you followed me. That's right. Because I've got a professional profile now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can add me as a friend.
Well, I followed you.
Yeah, that's okay. Thank you.
Anyway, one of the ones I did recently was about millennials. I'm one.
You are an older millennial at that.
Yeah, but I'm still a millennial.
That's fine.
A grillennial.
Oh, that's
Grenellial?
gross. Yeah,
Grillennial.
millennial. I don't like that. Elder millennials.
Anyway,
much more
I am a
respectful.
millennial.
Yeah.
Very obviously.
How's your back?
It's fine, thanks.
It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Shut up.
Got your
Gen
comfy
X.
shoes on? Yeah.
Yeah, my
Sorry.
Crocs.
Yep.
Anyway, about the fact that Gen Z are going on about how you can't wear skinny jeans, you can't do that. Millennials, you're totally not in fashion. And so I put up a post going, we don't give a shit anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You can judge us all you want, Gen Z, but we don't care because we're old. So fuck off.
Yeah, it's right. It's like things like, I mean, I was joking with the saying things like bet and no cap, you know,
that's
like,
what my
because
son
that's
says all
what
the time.
that's what the Gen Zers do.
They're
and then
alphas.
I was
kids
going to
alphas.
say no, not quite. I think that's much younger.
Benjamin might be.
Could be.
So
Excuse me.
Joshua and Billy, Zeds,
They'd be Gen Zs, yeah.
but Benjamin I think might be an alpha. Let's check that.
I'm not quite sure.
sure.
But then there's things that like millennials say, like I can't even, doggo, and things like papa.
No. What year is she born?
2011.
They're alphas.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Wow, there you go.
And
what are they?
Alphas.
They're not old enough to have personalities yet. Let's face it.
they
I mean,
don't.
they do,
Well,
but
they
they
think
don't.
they do.
They don't have any like. Billy says slay. That's so
Slay.
fucking funny.
Joshua says slay.
She was on a bloody like a 4-way chat with 3 of her friends last night in their messenger group.
Cute.
And I'm in the back. I'm like going, slay, yes,
Slay the day.
slay. And then Billy's just like, Dad.
Shut
I said,
up.
because she's like, I'm on mute right now, so they can't hear you anyway. Because I like knock on her door, she
Yeah.
mutes herself, and they're
Yeah.
just carrying on. I'm like, hey, and she's just like, Dad,
Yeah.
can you
Go
Dad,
away.
Go away. And I said, tell them your dad said, slay,
Slay the day.
bitches.
Yeah. Love it.
But she's like, no.
Boring.
She's incredibly embarrassed by
I
me.
dab with the lads. So all Joshua's friends, yeah, that's
Did I just judge you with my eyebrows?
yes. Yes. So
I didn't do that on purpose. That was just like you squeezed citric acid in my mouth and I couldn't help my face from
yeah, whoa. You were just that was wow. Anyway, so
Did I look just shocked or disgusted?
Yes. So the boys, like Joshua's
You
friends.
dab with the do you mean dab as in the 2019 dance move?
A dab now.
Or that I'm going to
like,
tell you what a dab is in a second, but go on.
Dab now
It's
is like
marijuana talk, but go on.
A dab now is like hands together and then a little bit of a sort of like not a slat drop, but almost.
You can't change what a dab is.
What?
A dab is a late 2010s.
Not anymore.
One arm up. It's almost like The Rock when he did his, his move. Like it's like you're an archer pulling an arrow.
What's his name?
And a dab.
Because the dab's from
The
the runner.
Yeah, the dab is like Usain Bolt.
Yeah.
So dabbing is. Oh, Billy's come to judge us old people sitting here talking about youth culture. Dabbing is one arm goes out to the left or the right, and the other arm you bend your elbow and you dip your head below your hand. That's a dab.
No, now it's hang on. Like hands, not like a high five, like cupped hands.
Yeah, okay.
And then not a slat drop, but like a lower dip.
It's still technically a single move dance move, right?
Oh, Billy would like.
Yes, Billy, would you like to show us a dab?
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
okay. Like,
Thank
so
you.
you're slapping someone else's hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I wasn't doing it to myself. Yes.
Oh, I thought you were
exactly.
clapping your own hand.
No,
you should have
thank
said
you,
that.
Billy.
All right. So it's like,
Anyway,
that's
yes, that's a dab, and then they'll be like, "Yes, dabbing with the
you know
lads."
what? That's so bad. I almost used an ableist slur.
Anyway, I'm cool.
You can't. Okay, so that's like going because it's almost a dance move because a dab's a dance move almost. That's like saying plie and giving it a new definition.
It's a dab.
That's weird.
You need to come on, old
Because
man.
dabbing
You right?
is getting a bit of resin and hot knifing and smoking
Well,
it. Yeah.
now it's a
What other cool moves have you got? Slay.
slay the day.
You're a Gen Alpha. Did you know that? Mm? That just means how old you are. I'm a Gen X. Skye's an older millennial. And our grandparents, your grandparents are boomers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boomer.
Because they were born after the war.
My mum gets
and
really.
they're our grandparents, which I don't have any, but they would
Neither
be
do I.
the silent generation.
Because they just got through it.
Yeah.
Like legends.
Yeah. They just, oh, my husband's beating me. That's okay. Silence. Yeah. Oh, I am a man and I have a tumor. Silence. I have clinical depression. Silence.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we wonder why the boomers are the way they are.
Oh, boomers are fucked.
Sorry, sweetie. Can we help you? We're about to finish.
And then are we going to sing?
Because we've been doing this for an hour and 5 minutes and it's time to wrap it up. So if you wouldn't mind just leaving the room for a moment in case we want to talk about taxes and vegetables.
Oh, fun.
That's what adults talk about. Vegetables, immunizations. Yeah. Money. Go.
Money.
What the hell is that?
Slay.
All right, cool.
Slay the day.
Before we go out, I want to give a shout out to Bubble and Wick.
Oh.
So a friend of ours has a little business.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I know who the business is
called
now.
Bubble and Wick.
Yeah.
And the blurb from their Facebook page is Bubble and Wick, wickedly bubbly, wonderful, wickedly wonderful.
How are you going there?
Good. I'm reading the copy. Bubble and Wick, wickedly bubbly, wonderfully wicked soaps, candles, and resins. And you can contact Bubble and Wick on bubbleandwick.com.au. Spelt Bubble and Wick. You can also email Bubble and Wick for direct contact at so bubbleandwick.com.au is obviously the website. You can email Karen at bubbleandwick.com.au. Please go to Bubble and Wick's Facebook page. Just type in Bubble and Wick. Give them a follow, a like, and I'm sure you could. There's a lot of photos and videos of Bubble and Wick's products and where you can catch Bubble and Wick at various markets and things like that. But so Karen is a huge supporter of the podcast, and I just think it would be nice to give her business a shout out.
Let's shout out Bubble and Wick.
Please go and purchase some items. Yeah, candles, soaps. They're like, there's got some freaky shit because like right now there's a post from it's a couple of weeks. Well, actually 2 weeks ago. February, get festive with Bubble and Wick, new Christmas products. It's actually got like, I don't know if they're soaps or they're lights. Are you on the page? You can see that?
Sorry, I'm just enjoying listening to you describe it.
Okay, so Christmas is around the corner. If you need the perfect stocking filler or want a lovely handmade gift box full of awesome soaps, candles, and resins, Bubble and Wick has your back.
Yeah, just found it. Flashing. It flashes.
Yeah, that's it. So there's some various things like, well, if we go down, I'm looking at some cool purple stars. I don't know if they're soaps or what they are. But then there's like, there's some shibari busts. No. For those that are uninitiated out there, shibari is a type of, it's a kink. It's a rope. It's like a type of bondage with ropes. It's Japanese style
Love
of
it.
roping. So she's got some busts there where we've got, torsos
Yeah, torsos.
with rope and whatnot. We've got some roses. We've got some cute little owls. Oh, they are the three wicked, what are they called? The three wise owls. Like your three wise
Hear no
monkeys.
evil. Yeah,
So you'd have
see
to
no
buy
evil.
the set, the Hear No Evil.
What was the
Speak No
Batman?
Evil.
The Bat Platter.
We've got some Groots coming out there. Batman, what is that? Is it platter?
It's a
you
Bat
say?
Platter. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, so that's a resin product. Okay. So I didn't know what that was. So that's obviously something that's been cast. So there's a heap of different products on here. The soaps look rad. The thing is about the
rad.
soaps, though, they are pretty, and candles. You know what the cool thing about them is? They change.
Yeah.
You
As
burn
they
a
melt.
candle. That's right.
Yeah.
And they turn into something else. So they're a unique piece of art.
I love it. I love
Look-
a pumpkin for Halloween. It's
Yeah.
gone, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, well, that was a while back.
Oh, look at Karen.
But so, yeah, there's a lot of, she's done a lot of work. She's put a lot of effort into it. She's got a lot of products, and I'm sure she would appreciate the support.
Yes.
So
So
Christmas is around the corner. I'm going to try and get this up ASAP.
Yeah.
Christmas is just around the corner, and I'm sure your loved ones.
she's got a TARDIS and a thingy.
Hell yeah. A thingy.
I just had a mind blank.
Fuck yeah. Thingies are awesome. That's a Dalek.
Thank you, Dalek.
I was going to say Dalek, but I didn't want to assume. It could have been a sonic screwdriver.
No.
So
well, I said TARDIS. So
Yeah, that's right. So I was
Yeah.
going, well, I mean,
Yeah.
sonic screwdriver is the doctor's his tool.
Yeah.
So yes, please visit Bubble and Wick
Cool,
at
awesome.
bubbleandwick.com.au or on the Facebook. And can I talk about Doctor Who? Because there's 3 Doctor Who specials have just been on, and the Christmas specials on Christmas Day, and we've got a new doctor, and that's Shuti Gatwa, he's the black guy who's like he was in Sex Education, and fuck yeah, he's good. That's it.
Okay, so I just want to quickly talk about our social media.
Okay.
So we have it.
Yep.
It's amazing. Instagram, In My Lounge Room.
Yes, it is.
Facebook, In My Lounge Room Podcast.
Is correct.
And follow all of it. Email us, skyenddamo@gmail.com.
It'd be lovely.
And give us a like, give us a follow, give us a rating, do
Yeah.
it all. Share,
If
share,
you
share, share.
listen on Apple Podcasts, you can actually give us a written review.
Yes,
That'd
do
be
it.
nice.
Yeah.
If you're actually going to bother giving us a rating, why would you give us anything less than 5 stars? And if you give us a cool review on Apple Podcasts. Okay, so if you're an Apple user and you don't use Apple Podcasts, just because you can, go there and leave us a review and we might read it out.
Yes, we will read it out.
Yeah. Or send us... okay! Sorry! But get involved. We're sorry we've been away.
Sorry.
This year's been on and off.
We've had a pretty full-on year. Well, I've had a crazy year.
Yeah, you have. And the thing is, just a reminder for everyone, we don't get paid to do this.
No.
In fact, it costs us money. And
It
with
does.
Skye and I living so far apart, it's like travel costs us money.
Yeah.
Skye's made a special trip up here today, which
For
is
no
awesome.
other reason, just to hang out.
That's right, and to do this.
Yeah, like that too.
But we've been trying to do it when there's a reason for you to come to this end of the world, which has not always worked out. But there's also been a lot of stuff going on. I mean, I've had Billy's dance concert, and I was obviously in the
You were
concert
in it,
too.
yes.
And there's been a lot of build up to that, a lot of things going on, and
I now have full custody
Yeah,
of my eldest
that's
son.
right.
So there's
So-
been a bit going on.
Yeah, and that's not always. You don't want to, put it on him
No.
to be here. That
No.
would be boring. I know
Like
what I'd be doing.
sometimes,
Yeah,
but not
all the
every
time.
fortnight.
It gets to a point where you've got to kind of go, all right, well, like I said, we're not getting paid. Like, we're not having. I don't think people really get that. The whole reason this podcast is called In My Lounge Room, even though we don't literally record in the lounge room, although in my house here,
Yes, you are.
the
we're in your
lounge room
house.
is
It's right there.
attached to
Yep.
the dining room, so we technically kind of are.
Yeah.
But it's kind of symbolic of the grassroots style of the podcast. We're doing it ourselves
Yep.
in our homes
Totally.
with our own equipment. We don't rent a podcast studio. We don't have a producer.
pay
don't
for
have any of that. So,
Hosting.
yep. So we apologize for not being consistent. We will try our
We
best.
will try.
But those of you who keep listening, we do appreciate your
We do.
support. And please interact with us. We love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll do more social media, I promise.
Yeah.
More of my crazy reels.
Skye had a reel go viral. It got 1.2 million views.
It did.
And about 4,000 comments,
was-
mostly from fuckheads. but-
Totally. It was insane. It was fun though.
yeah. You should go to Skye's Instagram.
Yeah.
Click on the reels button.
Yeah.
And then just scroll back until you see it. It'd be how long ago? Like 2 months?
Yeah, 2 months maximum. Yeah.
I think it's like 6 or 7
It's
weeks.
about, let's
so-
just say, it's all to do with men being able to go topless when girls wear crops at gyms.
Yeah. Or not being allowed to go topless
yeah.
because
And
it's gross.
And I say nipples a lot.
Yeah. Nipples.
Yeah.
It's that's one for the ladies. Nipples. Although I don't know if that's sexy, a man saying nipples. Maybe that's so for our gay men, gay male audience.
If we have a huge game audience.
I don't know. We might one day.
Okay.
You never know. People might come across us. But I'm
like the
going
Kylie
to
Minogue
say this
pod-
one's for you.
Yes.
Nipples.
Okay.
So there you go. We already said penis several times.
Yeah.
So we've covered everything.
We're
We'll
doing
say
okay.
bum.
Shit. No more.
No
That's
more.
it.
No more genitalia. Oh, that's weird. That makes me think
more.
That
That's
makes me
it.
think of the Barbie movie.
Yes.
Yeah, watch the Barbie movie.
It's a great movie.
Everyone, watch the Barbie movie.
Also Oppenheimer, brilliant.
Haven't watched that.
Brilliant.
But the Barbie movie is culturally important.
Barbie, amazing. Oppenheimer, brilliant for a different reason.
Oh yeah, from a filmmaking and history point of view,
spectacular.
yeah. But I think from a society needs,
brilliant.
Barbie. I've watched
Pride.
I've watched it twice now,
I've only watched it once.
and the impact was not the same
The second
the
time.
second time, but it's also kind of like it's just as good.
Do you notice different things watching it the second time?
I think that's just because when you watch a movie the first time, you might forget portions of it, because they're not as important. But just little things where
Did you
just
see
go,
America? Is it America Ferrara?
America Ferrara,
She hasn't
yeah.
been nominated for a Golden Globe for Best Supporting Actress.
Has anyone from that film?
Yeah, Margot and what's his name, Ryan.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think that speech she does, very
she's really good. Margot Robbie is fucking brilliant in that. Will Ferrell was. I saw somewhere I bet I got caught in a loop.
You did.
I saw somewhere saying something along the lines of that character as the CEO of Mattel is his character from Step Brothers.
Yes.
But grown up.
Yes, I've read that too.
Even though in Step Brothers he's a man in his late 30s, early 40s or whatever he is. But he's now 60 or whatever he is. And I just said whatever he is. And so I'm going to say whatever he is. Sometimes I think I'm autistic. I don't know.
I mean, you're doing the talking here.
I get caught in loops. But yeah, that character, kooky dude.
Very.
And he's not a bad guy.
No, he's not.
You know who the bad guys are in the Barbie movie? Because then there's always an antagonist and a protagonist. The bad guys is real world society.
Yes. That when Ken goes and meets all the men.
He learns about the patriarchy.
Yeah.
And he's like, this patriarchy thing sounds fucking great.
Yeah.
I'm taking that back to the Barbie land. What's it called? Is it Barbie Land?
It's called Barbie Land.
Okay, Barbie Land.
Yeah.
And the just the real meta shit like the what's it called? The Casa.
Oh, my Sukasa.
Did something Casa
of
Dojo?
Something or other. Yeah, Dojo Mikasa or whatever.
Casa House. Basically, it's house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we digress.
We do. When do we
thanks
ever do
again.
that? Never.
Let's wrap it. We're
Wrap.
at 1 minute and 18. 1 minute. Fucking hell, Damien. 1 hour. 8 at the thirds. This is for the millennials and older. At the third stroke, the time will be 1 hour, 18 minutes, and 23 seconds. Boop, boop, boop. Estimated that well. Anyway, that'll do.
Okay, bye.
See ya. Thank you for listening to In My Lounge Room. All of the music contained in My Lounge Room was written, performed, and produced by Damien McKay. You can find Damien on your favourite streaming channel for all of his original releases and hit up his YouTube for his cover songs and originals. Coming up next, we've got The Scientist by Coldplay.